Meghan and Harry are reminded of Sunshine Sachs by the recent missteps and failures of WME. Welcome to Princess Diana News Channel, where we acknowledge the challenges faced by Meghan and Harry in the past year. It seems that Meghan Markle is longing for the support and expertise of Sunshine Sachs. Some critics characterize her as a narcissist, with a particularly harmful impact. It is important to note that she is not necessarily wicked, but rather comparable to a malignant tumor. She is an ever-progressing cancer that shows no signs of stopping. Meghan and Harry's actions stem from their own self-deception and their perception of social standing, rather than pure ego. It is not obligatory to continuously shower them with compliments in order to align with their perspective. Indeed, one must acknowledge and revere their esteemed position. However, should one defy their stature, caution is advised. In the specific case of August 2022, all the prominent employees were confirmed to have committed themselves to long-term agreements through numerous public disclosures. Surprisingly, within a mere 4 months, each of them departed, including Sunshine. Hence, the question arises as to what transpired in this situation. According to reports from the book Finding Freedom, it is said that Harry used to actively follow 8 individuals on social media. The book also provides extensive information about Harry's habit of dedicating an average of 2 hours per day to reading and watching negative content about himself, which often left him deeply distressed. In fact, there were even instances where Harry would vent his frustration by causing damage to the broadcasting office. Furthermore, one particular incident mentioned in the book describes Harry engaging in an interview with a black leader, where he frequently glanced away from the screen during the Zoom call. And the individual included their input in the response. They discussed the mistakes made and suggested an alternative setup for Harry to be able to read the teleprompter effectively. The person referred to Harry as a fool while providing reasons for such a judgment. Telegram is a social media application, somewhat resembling a platform, with a higher level of secrecy. To put it simply, it seems that Meghan and Harry's staff utilized a resource where they would visit forums centered around dealing with narcissistic individuals. These forums provided guidance on how to handle bosses, manipulate them, and ultimately secure financial compensation. One specific suggestion was to include 6-month notice periods in contracts, allowing them to publicly state that their boss's influence was limited, and as a result, negotiate a payout. In examining the stories from last October, it becomes apparent that Meghan and Harry were consistently portrayed as lacking influence and authority, and this was not by chance. The timing of the subsequent payment of the entire senior staff at Sunshine Sachs was also not a coincidence. Meghan and Harry may believe themselves to be cunning and shrewd, but their actions are transparent. It is quite straightforward to anticipate their future, particularly in regard to potential divorce or financial difficulties. This narrative of their predicaments has gained popularity throughout the year. It has come to light that Meghan and Harry are facing financial difficulties, as they have exhausted their funds. Additionally, the true nature of their business arrangements has been revealed, shedding light on their spending habits. To put it in different words, their annual expenditure is $7.5 million for public relations and $8.2 million for security. Notably, the security expenses encompass various aspects, such as transportation by car within the continental United States. However, in addition, they have also allocated a significant sum of $8.5 million for legal expenses. Moreover, they must cover the salaries of their personal employees and bear the costs of accommodations, private flights, transportation, and various taxes, all of which are distinct financial obligations. The progress is being made on the Netflix deal, but the payment of $80 million is not currently being received. Rather, the producers are being compensated through fees for the specific projects they are involved in. In addition, the staff salaries are covered by Netflix's development fees, which seems to be a usual practice in deals with the streaming platform. In order to maintain their current lifestyle, Meghan and Harry must generate an annual income of over $45 million. However, their accounts indicate that in a period of 18 months, they only earned $9.8 million, excluding the revenue from their book deal. This simple calculation led to the departure of several staff members, including those from Sunshine Sachs, and a decline in their security personnel. Despite attempting to portray themselves as being in grave danger from the Taliban, they continue to face skepticism. A case in point is Harry's participation in a public event on the 4th of July in the US, which doesn't align with his alleged fear for his life. Moreover, the availability of on-demand security personnel further raises questions, as they only pay for protection when required. Harry's motive for requesting to cover the expenses of UK security is the ability to halt traffic, as stated by the head of the security firm. In essence, he seeks taxpayer-funded security as a prestigious symbol of status that surpasses what even the wealthy Hollywood celebrities can obtain. These individuals have a track record of opting for aerial travel in order to avoid congestion on the roads, just like Meghan, who consistently chooses private jets. It seems that Meghan goes to great lengths to avoid flying in first class, but due to their dwindling finances, Harry has now resorted to traveling in that class. As a result, people might conflate luxury with entitlement. It's a common error that can be made quite easily. However, envision the luxury of being able to journey in private aircraft and have an entire motorcade at your disposal. This grants you the freedom to always be at your desired location, without any interference from others. It appears that Meghan Markle was captivated by this allure, and numerous individuals have incorrectly estimated the extent of Harry and Meghan's wealth. Due to his partnership with Netflix and Spotify, as well as his questionable speeches that were even mocked by Trevor Noah, Harry's lucrative public speaking opportunities came to an abrupt halt. Currently, Obama earns a substantial sum of $1 million for each speaking engagement, whereas Harry's potential earnings would likely be less, possibly even less than half. Furthermore, during his time in office, Obama was involved in various questionable activities, despite my reluctance to admit it. To illustrate, the Pentagon is only able to provide accurate records for approximately 1/3 of its financial transactions. It is noteworthy that during Obama's presidency, he approved the F-35, which is recognized as the most costly military program ever. The amount spent on this program surpasses the entire historical expenditure of the UK's military. Surprisingly, under Obama's leadership, the Democrats received larger contributions from the military-industrial complex compared to the Republicans. It may appear coincidental that the Democrats have become more supportive of war while the Republicans seek increased funding. Although it may seem unrelated, all these factors are interconnected. Now, as we delve into the realm of political corruption in the US, Meghan has set her sights on entering this sphere. This prompts us to question the frequent trips made by politicians to Canada. Undoubtedly, Canada is a wonderful nation. However, let's reflect on the issue of Huawei, which has been involved in over 80% of trade disputes in recent years. The absence of the FBI and US courts is what distinguishes Canada. The reason behind the attraction of numerous politicians to that place is similar to that of individuals who betray the nation by selling classified information. They are drawn to it because there is no monitoring or surveillance present. Wiretapping is not occurring, hence, if a politician wishes to communicate with dubious contributors such as PACs or foreign sources, Canada proves to be an ideal destination. Frequently, they may claim a visit for a minor medical intervention, yet ultimately not undergo the procedure. Meghan has frequently traveled to Canada, and intriguingly, there appears to be a significant association with Russia. The purchased residence in California, the temporary dwelling in Canada, and the rented apartments in New York, could it be any mere coincidence that Meghan traveled to Canada, and subsequently Biden's sister expressed her admiration for Meghan as a potential vice president? Additionally, peculiar polls emerged suggesting that Meghan is more favored as a vice president than Kamala Harris or Hillary. Although it may sound unbelievable, it appears to hold veracity, as a poll carried out with the same group of Democrats confirmed this fact. In terms of popularity, Meghan Markle received a notable 47% support, followed by Hillary Clinton with 41% and Kamala Harris with a mere 6%. Subsequently, a subsequent survey was conducted, involving a fabricated candidate called Kathy Richardson. According to the survey, Kathy was portrayed as a successful entrepreneur in recruitment and also committed to financing various women's shelters. Unsurprisingly, the outcome of this survey did not deviate significantly from expectations. Kathy Richardson received a majority of 61% votes, while Hillary obtained 28%, Meghan got 7%, and Kamala secured 4%. The remaining one abstained from voting, accounting for a small number of just 478 individuals. What makes this situation intriguing is that it became a situation where any other candidate seemed preferable. Consequently, this is the reason why Meghan has been longing for sunshine recently. She made an announcement about securing a new public relations agreement. Typically, a talent agency is usually the first choice for handling PR. However, WME, being part of a larger organization, is not an independent entity. Despite their reputation as super agents, they are actually quite ineffective. They serve as a prime illustration of poor business practices. Therefore, they meticulously planned the divorce and adopted the strategy of positioning themselves as ultimate victims. The PAC has been actively collecting funds, while the party organization has been working to safeguard her. Hence, it is understandable why it was the right-wing organizations targeting Harry's visa, rather than any liberal groups. This is also the reason why Donald Trump expressed his interest in debating Meghan. This smart paraphrase emphasizes Meghan's absence from Harry's events and her solo outings without the engagement ring, suggesting a possible separation between the couple. It also speculates on Meghan's political aspirations, implying that her situation could serve as a sympathetic backstory to support a potential bid for vice president alongside candidates like Biden or Hillary. WME is notably accountable for curating the various content featuring Meghan's identity and ethnicity. Additionally, they played a significant role in facilitating Meghan's association with Kim Kardashian. Interestingly, Kim Kardashian currently holds the distinction of being one of the most disliked public figures, alongside Russell Brand. In light of this, WME has devised a plan to present Meghan Markle as a relatable mother figure. This strategy has led to Meghan being frequently spotted in everyday settings, such as parking lots and drive-through restaurants. However, as previously mentioned, WME is not a reputable agency, and therefore their attempt at a strategy was unsuccessful. In fact, her popularity decreased according to the poll, revealing that she was not favored over Hillary and Kamala. It leaves one to wonder what options they have left, especially considering that Meghan is perceived as disconnected from reality. Due to her lack of support and low popularity, Meghan Markle's popularity plummeted within just 3 weeks. As a result, she made a sudden decision to accompany Harry to the Invictus event, which surprisingly seemed to have a positive impact on her popularity, at least temporarily. Believing they had regained their footing, they decided to attend Kevin Costner's charity event and were granted access to the exclusive VIP room. They had high hopes of capturing moments with influential figures such as Oprah and other renowned individuals. However, their expectations were not completely fulfilled as they had the chance to interact with Oprah and Ellen and mingle with prominent Hollywood icons. The event had an astonishing 12,000 tables, with a VIP table costing a staggering $200,000. If it weren't for their unpleasant nature, one might almost pity them, as it seems they have once again been deceived. Currently, Kevin enjoys immense popularity among conservatives due to his involvement in Yellowstone, making him an ideal figure for them to align with. However, it must be disappointing for them that he has chosen to disregard their support. Additionally, the agency responsible for creating and distributing the article seems to have a hand in its consistent presence across various publications. While this is the agency's job, it does make me wonder if they are being financially compensated by Kamala's PAC. This year undoubtedly poses immense challenges for everyone. Nevertheless, in response to the prevailing criticism surrounding affluent celebrities, Meghan Markle and her team have recently made some claims that may appear implausible, such as the possibility of earning $1 million per Instagram post. It is rather perplexing how she expects such assertions to enhance her relatability to the general public. Clearly, this strategy falls short in achieving its intended effect. Kindly share your thoughts in the comments section. Feel free to like and share this video with your loved ones who may also find it enjoyable. Don't forget to subscribe to the Princess Diana News channel for future updates. Thank you for being here. We hope you have a wonderful day, and we look forward to seeing you in our upcoming videos.